A warm welcome back to the Forensic Unplugged channel. Yes, I'm doffing the cap. So today we've been doing a lot of stuff on the cooling system on this car and problems with the clutch fan, aux fan, blown fuses, overheating, coolant weeps and all that sort of stuff. Right at this moment in time, I think all of that is potentially fixed. Everything should be fixed. Clutch fan working, aux fan working. The only thing is I'm not able to get the car hot enough for it to kick in the aux fan, but the aux fan is now working when I put the aircon on. So I think that sensor is probably good, but it just needs more temperature for it to kick in. If not, I may have one more job to replace that little switch thermostat temperature thing, whatever it is called, like a goes from medium speed to high speed. Anyway, today we're here for aircon. So my aircon on the car is not blowing cold. And I sort of made the decision that I was going to get this done by someone that knows what they're doing, because you know, it's all aircon is all it's a complicated system. Well, it's a system and I don't understand it. When you don't understand something, the risks of things going wrong are higher, but I just wanted to try it. One of you in the comments pointed me towards a video by another YouTube channel called Tasty Classics, and I watched the video doing this with this kit on a red 996, and I thought it didn't look too difficult, I can have a go. And there's some instructions. There is a couple of questions that I actually had while I was watching that, and that's hopefully covered here. So first of all, this car runs 134A coolant, and this meets that specification. So this coolant, this refrigerant or whatever, should be compatible with my E36 car. So let's just go through it. Start your aircon system is low on gas, in which case you need to top up with the aircon conditioning. Okay. Oh, these are possible causes of blowing cold air. Your aircon system has a leak. Yeah, okay. I don't really want to use some sort of sealant leak in it. It's rare, but the aircon system is malfunctioning. Okay, so we're assuming we're low on gas, which I think we might be. Touch wood, plastic. How do you know which? With your car running, switch on your aircon. If you're a small click and your engine rev speed changes, the compressor is working. Yes, I do, that's working. Okay, or locate the compressor, it should spin when your aircon on, so whatever. So we think it's working. Working. If the compressor is working, then do the glass replacement thing. I'm flying through this. Probably got it all wrong already. Make sure your engine is off. Then make sure the tap on the hose is screwed down, completely down. Right. So the hose is in this kit. So we get the refrigerant. We get this hose which allows you to put the refrigerant in. I mean, this kit was 40, 50 quid, something like that, I think. Doesn't seem completely Mickey Mouse, but I'm looking at that now thinking, how much is that worth? 15, 20 quid? No, 15, 20 quid, so I don't know. It is what it is. They're not really cheap, but they're not a rip-off. So one end looks like it's going to go in on the connector for the thing, and this looks like it's going to screw into the can. So what's it asking us to check? It's asking us to check... make sure the tap on the hose is screwed completely down. Right, it is now. There was about a quarter turn on it. When you do it that way, it's screwing it up. So that looks like that would break the thing. Connect the gauge to the low pressure charging port on your vehicle. There are two ports. The gauge will only connect to the correct one. Yeah, so basically a big one and a little one. And I think it will connect to the big one. Let's just check these. So you just screw these off. These are just covering caps. Yeah, so the small pipe... Oh, I'm on the wrong place, sorry. I've just unscrewed that. The small pipe tends to have the big connector on it. The big pipe tends to have the small one on. So we're going on to that big pipe. A little bit of grime and grease on there, but that's okay. So let's just do that. So this is like a quick connector. Just keep that away from the paintwork. So we're going to pull that up. Oh, hold on. Oh, it might be on the wrong one. It might be on the wrong one. So it should sleeve. Oh, so it's the little, is it the little one? Or is it the big one? didn't feel like it wants to sleeve on that. So it's got to be the little one. That doesn't... Oh, there we go. So it's the little one. Right, so we don't need that. Oh, Jesus, my camera works terrible. So it's the little one of the two, forgive me. So we ain't going to need to worry about that one. So we're connected, and that clicked on lovely. So you lift that up, on, push down. That's clipped in. Right, so that should give us a pressure reading. We've got a bit of pressure there, so if we, which is good. If we had zero pressure, I'd be worried we're not. Oh, hold on. I've just taken that off, and that pressure hasn't changed. So, so I don't know. Maybe that's just how it is. I'd have thought that had been on zero, or maybe if you take that off. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, cool. So if we do that, we're going to lose pressure. So we've got a bit of pressure in the pipe, I guess. Something like that. Don't know. Right. Push the connector onto the port and release the ring. You should hear a click. Yeah, so we've done that. Turn the engine on. This is the bit I wasn't sure of. And set the aircon to its coldest setting using the recirculation option, and leave all the vents open with full fan on. Oh, right. Okay, so let's go garage door up. Or else I'm going to be... It's going to trigger the sniffing either way, because there's going to be carbon monoxide floating around. So we'll go in the car, watch the keys on the door, into the car. Always be mindful whenever you're starting a car, when you're not in it, that you're in neutral. It will take a second to put this car through the garage door. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Right, there we go. Let's turn this thing on. So we're on the coldest setting. We'll go up to top whack there, and we've got our aircon is on, and our vents are open and open. Okay. You'll notice our aux fan will be on as well. We'll keep smashing into that camera. Right. So that's step 4. What's this? Right. Ugh. Too complicated for me, that table. Right, gas replacement. Test the gauges. Start the engine. Yeah, we're going back through things here. Choose the appropriate can. Right, screw it carefully onto the tap of the gauge. Start the engine. Yeah, so we're going back through here. So insert the can and then unscrew the tap slowly to empty the contents of the... Oh, so should the can be on there at this point? Don't know. Oh, I think the can... Don't know. Hold on, invert the can. Right, should really not do this while I'm filming. Oh, the can should be on it, I think. So let me just do something. Am I being a bit of a wally? So it could help by saying that. Should the can be on it already? No, you don't know, because unscrew the tap slowly to empty the content. Oh, I see. So actually, when you put this on the can, it's still going to be sealed. So then when you unseal it, it's going to let the refrigerant through. So the best thing for me to do is put this on. Right, that is definitely connected and that's solid. I'm going to shake the hell out of this. I'm not wearing any PPE, but never mind. That'll be the Iceman. Right. So I'm going to put this on, and this will pierce this thing. It's interesting. So it doesn't like to go on while that screw is in the highest position. Ooh, I'm letting, yeah, that's not good. Because you're going to be, if I do that, yeah. All right, I think you just got to force that on. See, if you do that the other way and release that pin to give you a bit more room to get onto the thread, you're going to be letting out refrigerant, which you don't want to do. But if you take that off and then put this on, you're going to be, it's going to be coming out the other end. So that could. So what I think is just try and juggle it a little bit, just a little bit. Give yourself a bit of room. No. Might be in daft here. Definitely says have that thing. Before piercing the can, I'm worried if I do this, it's going to go everywhere. Oh, you fucker. Okay, right, that's a bit of a ball ache. I think you're better off just letting the pin go slightly, because then you can get on the thread without having all that stuff coming back out. So now we're ready to go. Now I see why they say wear gloves, but that wasn't too bad. But you don't really want all that stuff spraying around everywhere. Okay, so I'm ready to go. So I'm going to start the car up. Could have gone better. This is why you should never do this yourself. Right, so we've got everything blasting. Make sure the aircon's on. Yeah, aircon's on. Just going to open that door. There's tiny amounts of refrigerant. Some of you are going to panic about. So let's go. Unscrew the tap slowly to empty the contents of the can into the system. Want to keep an eye on this pressure gauge as well, so I'll bring you in. Oh, you bastard. You absolute bastard. I'm trying to film this shit. Right, there it goes. Ooh. Right, I can feel it going down now. Pressure's building on there, so we're going up to, we're building a bit of pressure. I think we want to stay in the blue. So you can see all this. A little shaky. So I think the chap said screw that back up, and if it holds pressure, you know you're not leaking so much. If it's dropping down, so it seems to be holding a bit more pressure. Oh! So if you go mad with that, you're going to over pressurize it. So slowly. Hopefully you can see all this. So, oh yeah, it's starting to spit now, so I think it's running, the can's running out. So don't go too far on releasing that. I want to use the whole lot. You can feel that starting to empty out. Don't mind a bit more pressure. I wonder if that's empty. I think that can might be empty, but I'm just going to keep it there for a second. See what it says on that. Once the can is empty, that can, it should feel light. Yeah. Screw the cap down to close it off. Yes. Then disconnect the hose. Yes. Okay. So I think we've done there. That's empty. So we're going to seal that off. Actually, that should be tightening. I might be going the wrong way there, I think. Yeah, I think we're going the wrong way there. That would be tightening, wouldn't it? Yeah. Right, so that's off. So we can take this can off now in theory, and we shouldn't get cold there. We shouldn't get any... Actually, we could do that afterwards. We'll do that afterwards. So what we'll do now, screw it, close off the can. Now turn off your engine. Oh shit. I can tell you straight away that's worked. That's worked. Right, turn the engine off. Disconnect the hose, unscrew the can very slowly. Yeah, because there's going to be a little bit of thingy. So that's nice and cold. Right, so let's just put that cap back on. Well, that wasn't too difficult, was it? So I've learnt something. So just the only problem area was perhaps getting the can, because they get you to put that screw in the lowest position, the can doesn't easily sleeve and hit that thread to screw in. And of course, if you undo it, you're going to get, while it's on the car, you're going to get air coming back that way out the aircon system. So I think I just probably needed to be more aggressive and just get it in there, break the seal, get it on. I was a bit girly with it, no offence. Right, so let's just, I'm just interested to make sure when I take this off, so point this away from you, that this is empty now, because we've pierced the seal on it. Just get our hand out the way. Yeah, there was a little bit of pressure there, but that's done now, so you can see it's open. So we've put all of that antifreeze into our car. Restart the vehicle, wait for 10 minutes and retake your pressure reading. Oh, you swine. Okay, yeah, I can see why you want to do that. Oh, it's on that pressure. Oh, it's released. So if you pull that back, or so that's under pressure. So if you turn that, that's why it's holding the pressure in there. Of course it would be. Anyway, I've got one of those doodah guns. I haven't used it for God knows how many years. I doubt that's going to work. How do you turn that thing on? Yeah, I don't really. Oh yeah, it does work. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I actually need this though, because as long as it's ice cold, I'm happy. So let's go with this. Beauty. On comes the aircon. That is ice cold now compared to what I've been doing. But yeah, we've just pumped that refrigerant in there. So if we leave that running for 10 minutes on full blast, it's just going to circulate, isn't it? I can tell you now, this thing isn't working too well. 54, 48, 44. Is that good? I want it in the other one. I want it in degrees Celsius. You have to hold that button down. There we go. Yeah, that's cold. That's cold, I can tell you. That's going to be lovely. Oh, I should have done this ages ago, man. This is cold. 2.9, 4.4. Just depends where you poke this thing. You get it right in there. Look at that. Oh, yeah. So, I can tell you, I've never had cold air on this car. I've never had it. I got cold air. Wish I'd done this like a month ago or before I went to Switzerland. That is ice cold. And that has, if that holds its pressure and doesn't leak, which I'll check, so I'll just put that cap back on. I'll run it for 10 minutes, put the cap back on after that, make sure it holds pressure, maybe check it again another week's time. But I suppose the crunch test now is to that stays cold, and I'll just use the aircon more now. It's not using it's probably not helped it, but I'll just keep it running. So there we go. Well, I have to say, let me just turn all this, let me just come out of the car, leave it running. I have to say, I would definitely, I think, do that again on my E36. Yeah, or you know, that's not difficult. And I know, yeah, I know there's more to it, and there's reasons why you want experts in there, but with this car, there's just so many things to do on it that are just so expensive. So if I can save something and do it, then that's good. If that's the right refrigerant, we've pumped it in there and the pressure's where it should be, I'm happy enough. I'm happy enough. And maybe once every 4 or 5 years, or every 5th go, I'll get it serviced by someone that, you know, really understands it. But yeah, that was pretty cool, literally and metaphorically. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.